god. I love it.
Shiny that is permanently shiny.
It's true. He's got an interesting collection of stuff.
Dear.
Oh, by the way, especially since he'll be disassembling part of the orc ship at some point. Because I'm not even sure what you guys are doing with that anymore.
Yeah, Captain, what are we doing with that ship?
Honestly, since we're apparently in a rush now, I think we have to just sell it. We'll take care of our balloon issue some other time.
And also on
She
top
might be
of
too
that,
hard to do.
we can get Raxiel a much better ship. That one's kind of a piece of trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty garbage.
What about
And it's full of orc blood.
What about the Thunder Wonder from Down Under?
He goes with the
This is
ship.
drama. We're just casual slavers now.
Alright.
Fine.
He'll get the
Free
I
to
mean, I
go
think he's
home.
happy just staying with the ship anyway, so...
Yeah, staying
I
in
mean,
his,
unless
in his-
Raxiel puts up a fight.
in his adamantium cage.
We couldn't unlock the cage, so we had to go with the boat.
You guys just scupper the ship and just send him down. Just plays a really sad drummer, so doo doo doo.
God, it's Sea of Thieves. It's real Sea of Thieves, so... Not really real Sea of Thieves, but you get me.
Yeah. Part of the ship, part of the... Alrighty. So, for the materials aspect, obviously you'll be able to go back to the Dwarven Trade Yard with a very depressed tiefling who is there. He doesn't seem as sad as he was yesterday. It's not as busy this time around. But you can still see he's a little down in the dumps. He seems to just kind of be like scribbling a little bit extra here and there at the top. But you'll be able to find the particular metals that you're looking for, whichever that you're most interested in.
I mean, for the most part, I just need to restock on, like, steel and wood.
So,
I feel like metal is one of those things.
You know, since we're here, and I guess if we're gonna... You know what, we should sell the ship first, so we know how much money we have.
That's a good plan.
Do we not have enough money already? Like, we got a bunch of adamantine that barely cost like 2,000 gold.
Hmm.
I mean, we probably do, but... You know... It's just a general, we should sell the ship before we go shopping, so we know how much extra money we have for shopping.
That's a good plan.
Not just for this, for the whole trip.
alright. So, how much steel do you intend to get us? Because you did get a couple of steel ingots for free when you bought the adamantium.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but I wasn't
That
really
beat still
there.
does.
And we would have mentioned it if you went to go buy metal, but yeah, we only got like 6, so
Got
I
8.
assume you don't want that.
Right, well I want 20,
Okay.
because I like the number.
So obviously he'll give you the full written market outline. Just have to pay over there, and as he kind of points over, you can see that you two are returning. Hello again.
Hello, would you like a straight roll?
Do you have any mithril?
They're pretty good.
Sure, and as you do mention Mithril, oh yes, we have a few fresh ingots still in stock.
Perfect, how many?
We have about 20 that haven't been bought up yet.
Right. How much is it per ingot?
Per an ingot, obviously depending on how much you want to buy, they would be reduced in price, but usually we sell them at about 30 to 40 per an ingot, depending on the rarity of how much we have left.
Alright, that's fine, I'll take all 20. I have 20 of each. 20 is a good number.
Oh, all right then. And He'll also happily take this sweet roll. Thank you. And write out the amount. Obviously, it's going to be the 100 for the 20 ingots of steel. So he does out a little checkout for the other 20 for the mithril ingots themselves. He does reduce the price a fair bit, and those are only going to be 400 for those, so 500 total.
500 total. Alright. I just hand over 50 platinum.
Pleasure doing business, thank you. Then thank you for the sweet roll. He smiles a little bit more. Picked up his day.
Yay!
Alright. So, of course, you go over. You can see the dwarves. They're still pretty happy. You can see one just has a big fat smile as you come over to the receipt. Going to pay him out, and they told you about the goods here. Purest metals around.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, I'll be coming back for a refund.
I guarantee you they'll last in shape to whatever you're aiming for, and it's the purest bits. We get rid of them and we make sure to reduce them as much as we can. Oh my god.
I'm glad to hear it. I like to work with the best.
That's all craftsmen do. It's the only respectable way to work.
Of course. If you're slacking off on even a single part of the job, your quality will be subpar.
Exactly, and then nobody wants that. That's just disgraceful.
It is. It'll end up breaking when you least expect it, and ruin the whole, well, whatever you're using it for.
Of course, here's your order as the rest of the dwarfs start stacking up all the ingots for you. You can see they've cleared out and just yells back, "We're going to go and try and get another order from the mines. Don't see any of us getting any more hands on mithril for a time while."
That's fine. I think this much would do me for now, anyway.
That's good, Anya. Do come back soon. We're always working with the adamantine and other useful pieces. We even managed to get a little bit of the golfine from Feinakoya.
Oh. That sounds quite interesting. I'll make sure to visit as soon as I can.
So.
Alright, let's go sell this ship.
Alright, so, do you have any particular ideas of where you want to go and try to attempt to sell it, or just see if anyone kind of wants to go?
We don't have Bradamir or Valus here.
Exactly. Your two charisma boys are far, far away.
No, it's fine. I got this. I got two.
I assume there's a shipyard.
I could just see Misky pulling up her
I'm
fucking
just going to
belt
go
and shit.
ask
I
I'm going
got
to go try asking around at the
I just
shipyard
want a sweet roll.
how to sell a ship. Who would buy one?
All right.
Why don't we get one of those belts Ironstride has?
What?
You know, the thing that makes them crush people.
Yeah.
Why don't we get you one of those?
Oh, yes.
Let's
yes.
sell the ship first,
Yes.
so we have money.
Yes.
More money. Then we can deal with... Magic item store was where I was going to go after this.
Josh, I lost the loot and everything else.
What?
I can't see any. Oh, never mind. I found it. It was hidden underneath something. That was really weird.
I was about to say, it fucking better not be.
I'd be pretty
Josh.
mad.
Yeah, a little bit. Would either of you like a sweet roll?
I'm already eating one.
Yeah, alright, I'll take one.
She's so cute and little, and now she's got a sweet roll.
I shouldn't have taken it.
She took the bait.
She did.
No, I can't really tell who's more blue, you or that tiefling we were just talking to. Come on, let's ask around at the shipyard, see if we can figure out how to sell that bloody orc ship.
Well, we're at 3.25, didn't we? Didn't we just ask somebody to appraise it?
I don't know how this works.
I don't think we did.
I seem to remember we had somebody come by and appraise the ship.
I think that was our wasn't that the one we're on
It was
with the
the
dragonfly?
previous ship.
Hmm.
I know, but the point is that was how it was done.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Well,
don't
we'll
even
have to
remember
find
that
someone
dude.
to appraise it. And
Creepy
then
hands.
go through the rest of the stuff. Where has my dragon gone? Why is
Oh,
he not
Jesus
on this
Christ,
map?
we are low on money.
Because he's been showing
Oh,
off on the
shut
ship
up.
that he owns. Air quote.
Whoa.
Alright, look, we're going to organize someone to appraise the ship so we can sell it off as quickly as possible.
Well, let's do it.
Alright. So, when you go to the shipyards here, you can see that they're still fairly busy. You can see that they have constant order clearly from the main militia of Sleet Run, especially on the aspect of you saw that one of the main carrier airships had been attacked and one of their bays emptied out. But he tells you that we have one of the lads available probably a little bit later, but I heard something fancy going on down there. It kind of like points because you could still see like the various ships. Points out the Gortusk or the Radiant Rainbow. As Rexiel has deemed it. And he's like, I'm assuming that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
How'd you guess?
Well, from brief conversation, and especially seeing that there are rumors going around about a dragon flying a ship solo is a little bit weird.
He's not up there alone.
There's like nobody else with him from what I heard though, other than
There's an orc in a cage.
you can sit
Yeah, he
there
plays
like
the drum.
you can sit there. He thinks about it a moment because you were on the ship for me. Wait, I heard about a tiefling that was beside him there for a moment talking to him.
Oh yeah, that'd be me.
Hey, would you like to meet him?
I'd love to meet him.
Okay, snap. Hi, Rexiel!
Oh my god!
He just like he's looking around. Hi, Mom. All these people love me. They keep cheering.
Yes, well, that's because you're showing off for them, Rexiel.
It's really cool.
You have that very pretty rainbow coat.
I'm pretty.
Of course
Of
you
course
are.
you're pretty. Come on.
Oh.
Perhaps say something nice about the dragon.
Slightly garish, and it hurts my eyes to look at, but, you know,
Your feathers are nice and sparkly.
the common folk love you.
We could see if we could get some dye for your feathers and stuff. We could find some
No,
glitter
these
somewhere.
are natural.
Those are so natural. Why are you so mad? Want another sweet roll?
I'm already eating one.
Do I have any left?
I just love it funny every time you ask that. I have already eaten.
I'm gonna ask you if he's like, I ate the last one. Motherfucker!
You still have.
I'm already eating a sweet one.
You don't know about my sleight of hand,
Maybe he
chef.
didn't. What if he's been eating the same one for like an hour?
I have concerns.
He just takes
Well, I
like
mean-
tiny little nibbles every
I'd
time
like-
you ask him.
Please
He's
consider how I
only
would
eating
have
it whenever you ask him if he wants a sweet roll. He just
I'm just
holds up the
expecting him
one
to
he
hulk it
already has
down.
and takes another little bite.
Oh,
Rexia, want a sweet roll?
yeah. Yeah,
I let him pick one from the bag.
Anyway, Raxiel, this is the nice gentleman who will tell us how much the ship is worth.
Oh, cool. So he plucks one of, like, goes to show the guy around. This is the Radiant Rainbow. I'm the new captain.
Not for long, Raxiel.
What, Mom?
So, Raxiel, we're going to get you a better ship.
You said I could have
Wouldn't you
one.
prefer one that? Wouldn't you prefer one that's in good condition?
This is
And
good
you know, not
condition.
one that was covered in
In
orc
pretty-
filled for however long.
But I've been practicing my spells. He does like a little prestidigitation. Does a little color change on some of the floorboards.
Aww. He's
Yes, that
doing
doesn't change the
magic.
fact that it is also extraordinarily slow.
But you can see the whole upper deck is actually clean. The whole time he's been sailing, like he's been putting the
We're going to
line.
get you a better ship, Raxiel.
Fine.
He's been
Maybe not
cleaning
immediately,
it.
but you will definitely get a better ship.
Promise. He just kind of like looks at you with really big puppy dog eyes.
One that's not nearly as slow or as...
Alright. Alright, this way! And he goes to show the guy around. And he's like, don't mind the lower decks. My friend Ironstride had to beat up a lot of orcs. So, the guy will go to follow. It'll take a little bit of time to get the full estimate. Especially
You've
since...
been taking care of that one in the cage, haven't you?
Oh, he's got a lot of food up there. Said he had like some kind of bag of port.
Bag of port.
Okay, you know what?
Does he have a
I'm-
portable hole up there, Captain?
I don't think it matters. I don't feel like dealing with that orc. He's nice enough for me to not kill him, and that's about as far as it's going to go. I'm not talking to him again.
Reminds me of the time when you did talk. I'll play music.
Nah.
Do you like his music? No.
So, Raxiel, you can finish giving. You can give him the whole tour of the ship. I will wait here. We'll get an estimate. And we'll sell the fucking thing.
Alrighty. So, obviously, it'll take a while going up and down the ship, and especially since the guy seems pretty enthralled with talking with Raxiel as well, because how often do you fucking get to talk to a dragon? That's pretty fucking cool. So, takes like a good 3 hours for him to...
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go shopping if it's gonna take 3 hours of standing.
Yeah, I think
here.
after about 10 minutes, I'd just be like, you guys nearly done? No? Alright, screw it. We'll be back later.
No, I'm telling him stories about every time you gone sailing and beat the
Alright,
face
well,
in
you
someone
know,
really mean, Mom.
Got the stones. Just let me know when you're finished.
Okay, I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Raxiel.
Not enforced.
It's like that moment where
His
you're
mother.
I just feel like it's like that fucking moment where it's like your mom says that in front of you, in front of your friends, like, I love you too.
Disappointing.
What's happening?
Alright.
really is too bad we had to sink that other ship.
Oh, fuck yeah. All the veritable ships that you guys had. That one dragonfly that decimated the main flagship from the fucking Modron army.
Botron Nation.
Alright, let's go shopping! Magic items time!
Started on.
So, Captain, I was thinking, since we always split up so goddamn fucking much, how about we go and get something that's better than sending stones with all of us?
I do like that idea. If we can't find anything like it, I'll add it to my project list.
Ooh.
Alright, then let's go stop by Oberon's. He's a little eccentric, but I mean, he gave me a cool gun.
Cool what?
Long-range target elimination tube.
I see.
Oh, yeah, that's right. New Devlin.
Alright, let's go see what else he has.
Oh yeah, your javelin will be done today. Because I assume this is the next day, because I'm not sitting with Iron Stride the Historian.
Yes, yeah, true. So, get to return to Omeron's beautiful shop.
Yes.
The wonderful swirling mists up above in the arcane orb, just above his little home/tower. As you do come in, you can see it's not as busy as before. The market day was pretty much the other day, and it was a good time for trade. You can see it's a lot more calm, and as you walk in, you can see Omeron is kind of dressed down a little bit. It has what looks like a work smock that has various colors that have just kind of like burned into the leather itself, along with this absolutely sparkling set of just eyewear and protection. And just looks over to the rest of you as you walk in. Darlings, welcome in, please.
Oh god, I already don't like him.
That's nice.
And who's the tiny, delightful one with you as well?
This is our
That's our
captain.
captain.
Such a youthful captain, too. You must be quite the merchant. Please, please, darling, come in. Is there something that interests you? And for you, good miss, I do have your returning javelin.
I'm interested to see your most obscure and strangest magic items, so I can steal them and, well, look at them, steal your techniques, and improve them.
I would be fairly impressed if you could steal them. But no.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't how I meant to say it. I will pay for them. I'm stealing your techniques and improving. And then I'll make things that are the same but better.
As they say, copying is the best form of flattery.
Most people don't normally see it like that.
Oh, please, darling. When people start taking things from me, it's more than humoring. But nonetheless, as he goes behind the counter for a moment to pull out the javelin as you requested, the four-pronged, beautiful coral, the nice blue and pink luminescence going over the shades of corals, winding down to look like almost like a reef that winds into the seabed itself, with the handle having more like a deep green seaweed wrap around, so it has a soft handle touch. And you can tell that the handle itself has just been kind of like reworked and pressed leather, so it's just this very soft and wonderful to handle kind of green leather that gives off the nice color with the soft blue hues that emanate from underneath a little bit.
Oh my goodness, I love it! Like, Misky goes really big-eyed and like you wouldn't have it, like real glistening, going, oh, it's so pretty.
I'm glad you love it, darling.
Yeah, considering how we almost all died at the bottom of the ocean, I'm surprised you still look at coral so fondly.
I like Carl.
It's a very pretty object to work with.
Honestly, I think an item that reminds you of the time you didn't die is,
Pretty good.
far better for the spirit than an item that has no real relation to you.
Too
Yeah.
true.
I'm gonna reach out slowly and take it.
Now, what strange things do you have?
Well, aside from the returning weapons, like the beautiful young lass has bought, I do have a good mix. Hugging it, and you just see the light so beautiful and bright. If you're looking for estranged weaponry, are you looking for bulk, uniqueness, or just power and compact?
Do you only have weapons?
Well, I do have some weapons, but there's other
Because,
trinkets
I mean,
and baubles.
honestly, look at me. I pull out my sword. I can barely use this.
Ah, you've obviously have not used enough mithril, darling.
Yes, well, that is why I just bought a whole bunch of it.
Yes. I can understand for your tough exterior, Captain.
But weapons are not really much of my concern.
Well, if you're looking for the odd trinket or two, I have dabbled a little bit in a few rings and other items of interest.
That's what I'm after.
Very well. So, with that, she'll disappear behind the counter for a brief moment into the back room, bring out what looks like a small display tabletop kind of case. As she does open it up, you can see this has a couple rings on it. There's one that looks like it's a double ring pairing with a small little chain, so you would wear it on one hand. This one I'm particularly proud of, especially when, well, I may have used it before I originally came here to speed up the ships that I used to travel on for trade, but this is a ring of air elemental command.
Oh. What does that do?
For this, it would definitely give you the ability to call upon and control air elementals. You'd be able to enhance the speed of your ship. Also be able to cast a few more defensive spells if necessitated. And also protect you from, well, if you find yourself stuck in the midst of a lightning storm.
All of those things sound useful, Captain. I like that.
That'd be interesting
That
mixed with
sounds
the air elemental magic engine.
Of course, once you fully attune to it, it would have the same effect as a flight spell or constant. Probably my most expensive piece, but as I said, probably one of my finest works.
Definitely sounds useful. So, yeah. Nothing to make me give up. Oh. Get rid of that. Something else.
I mean, literally anybody else could also attune to it.
Yes, that's true.
Like, for example, Misky. Maybe Misky has an open attunement slot. Or, I mean, you know, I could get rid of my useless cloak, although that would also, you know, completely invalidate the permanent flight aspect, as I can already fly.
Yeah.
I could T-pose through the air, though.
Oh, heck. Yeah, all I need is better armor. I can get rid of my animated shield, and then I'll have a free slot.
What is your armor?
I have plate, armor, lightning resist. I think it's +1.
I mean, that isn't awful, but yeah.
No, but it is the armor I think I've had since we destroyed Frick's ship.
Oops.
Even I have.
Whoopsie!
I've studied
Whiskey,
leather
you
plus.
too. No, you would. It'd cost an achievement slot anyway.
Hmm.
I was going to say, you do some minor magical things, don't you?
Yes.
Because I'm not really using my Pearl of Power right now, and I feel someone with more limited magical capabilities, such as yourself, might benefit from it more.
It's a Pearl of Power.
It lets you once per day as an action, meaning you can just do it outside of combat if you want. Restores up to a 3rd level spell slot.
Man, that's really good for like a half spellcaster.
Mm-hmm. And we have 1s and 2s. Nice.
But it gives you.
Do
It
I
lets you
choose to?
cast more spells.
Is it an achievement slot?
Yes.
I can't give up what I've got. It's like all my AC is in my achievement slots.
Fine. If we ever. If we ever run into that bard again, maybe he can take it.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Should we ask for the price on the ring? I mean, Oberon is
Yeah,
so
probably a
tiny.
good idea. Let's start with that. How much is the ring?
Well, little darling, I know it seems as steep as possible, but with all the capabilities and the definite benefit to airship travel, I am going to have to set this at a hefty 100,000.
God damn.
Wow.
That's almost as much as the ship we wrecked earlier to escape from those damn robots.
Oh yeah. Also roughly like the amount we have in our complete treasury right now.
We're not. Please, Captain, be sensible.
Wait until we
Let's
sell the
just
boat.
leave it in that one for now. We'll come back to it.
Of course.
Let's look at everything else we've got available first. Then we can make decisions.
Well, for something that's on the more reasonable side, I do have the Ring of Shooting Stars. Great for being a help in combat, especially for those, not wishing to get too far in, as well as being able to light up some exploration while spelunking for fresh materials to work with. Especially if you run into pesky people who like to turn invisible. For the further expeditions, these ones sell quite fancifully, especially around here. She kind of holds up one of 10 that are still there. Yeah, I still sell these in a good amount as a ring of warmth. Very handy to have, especially if you're moving a little further up north.
Is it just me, or do we keep coming into this ring? Like
Well,
Brad
I mean, it
has
is
one
pretty
of
cold.
those.
Just said it was very common trade around here too.
And Bradimir is from here?
Yeah, you probably actually have one of Oleron's rings.
Go up with it.
It's true.
It's something we found, and we gave it to him. I'm not sure we're really in particular need of a ring of warmth.
Oh, very well. Yes?
No, never mind. I'll wait till you and the captain are done.
Well, we do also have, for some of the naughtier gentlemen, we do have the Ring of X-Ray Vision.
Of course
Trust me,
that's
some of those dwarves are a lot dirtier than you think, darling. Shows you that the ring, it's encrusted beautifully, and even though the gem is kind of like a little closer to that of an eye, it's still very almost like tie-dye effects swirling around for where the pupil would be, and then more colors swirling down with a black obsidian dot in the middle.
thing.
Oh, we got another person who arrived.
So
Oh.
mean.
It's
Yeah,
Mr. Soon to be in prison.
Welcome to our shopping expedition.
Don't approve of that.
We're having fun shopping. I hope you're having fun too.
Did you see your bird people yet?
No. Ironstride has to be there for true come around, and then it's since I got to visit his family.
Yeah, true comeuppance.
There. Oberon was offering us more wares.
Yes.
Yes, continue, please.
Yes, darling, yes.
Yes.
So, as she does continue on, the other thing, she goes over to one of the, well, what looks like an armoire, kind of opens it up. Now, of course, as any good, sensible adventurer, shows off the cloak of many fashions. For those who want to be the socialite, but still be able to fit in with anywhere they travel.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just move on to the things we actually need? As much as I appreciate the showcase, it's I don't think it's going anywhere quick.
Yeah, look, okay. How about we just get this over with quickly? I just want a list of everything you have.
Oh, very well.
Yes, I beat Jesse.
Did you run?
I did.
He jogged.
It's prison, buddy.
Oh, what happened?
Shopping.
Yeah, you
We're
died.
shopping.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He died while
Alright.
shopping.
Control you. I had you jump out the window.
Alright, give me the list, we'll jump into the next. We'll jump over to what we're doing next.
I still want to see if they have a belt.
And I still
See-
go up
And
over
ask
you.
for a belt while I look at the list.
That's where I felt. Alright, so I'm just grabbing the list real quick here. Hold on.
How was your shopping?
Still doing
Not
it.
done yet.
Cool.
We figured you guys would
Never
get a lot
finish
later.
Oh,
Yeah.
New Tellereth.
Yeah, new burb.
What a
It's
pretty
weird.
burb.
It's probably the prettiest burb. You'll see
He'll
Just-
always be the prettiest bird.
Such a pretty boy. Pull you want a cracker?
Wow.
Wow. That's racist.
Someone
Probably
got-
want to trick you out, dude.
Alright,
I just want to thank you, Luke, for being so late because I wasn't anxious all day
Oh, okay.
because I knew you would be late as well.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh my god. Alrighty. So, just in brief surmise, there's the most significant items.
jumping on
Oh, damn.
summer.
Yeah, the Ring of Air Elemental Command, you guys weren't here for it, but it's rather insanely amazing. It gives you permanent fly while you're attuned to it.
Permanent fly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to a whole shit ton of other
Soka had
effects.
that in the one shot, didn't he?
It has a whole bunch of stuff,
No,
but
that was a
it costs
helmet.
100,000
Oh,
gold.
okay.
So.
I had the Peregrine's Mask,
Ah.
which just grants you permanent flight.
Well, the Robe of Summer also gives you resistance to cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've got a Ring of Warmth that I don't use anymore.
Well, you're
Yes.
going to be needing it in prison.
Yes.
God
Alright,
damn!
You know what?
Beautiful. Thank you.
I was really hoping for some more
Don't worry, you'll have
Interesting.
lots of big boys to keep you
wondrous
warm.
items, so I don't want any of this. What about
So,
ask about your belt, Misty?
Do you have any belts?
Whiskey?
Belts. Belts! I want to be strong like the robot, but I feel like it's because he's a robot.
well, I do have two, but they do fall
Huh?
in the price range of your captain's requested ring.
Can we
That
trade
means
you
it's
a boat for some stuff?
I don't think they want the boat.
I mean, she could want the boat.
I'm
The
sorry,
thing is
Dylan.
covered in orc blood.
I know, I'm just reaching. Tell me about the things I can't afford, please.
Oh, well, it's especially after the loss of a few other expedition members that I used to travel with, my late husband. But
That was...
I love how that's the biggest thing that struck you. But sorry, I do have a belt of storm giant strength.
Gotta go and go look at how big that one is, and I know how insane this is gonna be.
That one does.
This is to 23.
Yeah, that one's the 29 strength one. That one's the capstone one.
That one is pricier, but it still retains the power of when, well, my beloved was still using it.
Aww.
And as for anything else, if because obviously those will be here for probably a good while. I'd be impressed if anyone comes in personally requesting such things as you all have.
I mean, I have a question. I don't really know if you'll have it, but I guess I should ask.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of... We're a large group of idiots for the most part, and we end up getting split up a lot of the time. Do you have anything that's kind of similar to Ascending Stone, but it can work on a more consistent basis in between multiple people?
Oh, more like a constant sending stone. I've managed to do reworks like that. It will take a little time, but I've been able to do such things before.
How long are we talking?
It's probably this afternoon I could squeeze it in, seeing how the market day was finished.
That sounds...
Alright, that'll
that'll
actually
work.
work.
That's perfect!
As he
Ah,
reactivates.
see, the robot's finally gotten back.
We had him on standby mode outside. But you play like the old Apple boot up noise when you start up.
But how many were you looking for me to make for you? And
We already have one pair of stones. Can you do that to those?
I mean, I could definitely do so. I mean, if you
have extras, like 2 or 3 maybe, pairs would probably be good.
Oh, would
Maybe
you?
enough to split up most of us.
Do you just want them as regular, the pressed stones, or?
Could you like put a clip on them or something so they can get on our clothing?
Of course,
So we don't
darling.
drop.
I can easily handle that. That's a quick enough job.
And how much for each?
Well, for each of those, how many were you hoping to get made? Obviously, you have the 2 that you were aiming for. But
Yeah, we already have 2, but like 3 pairs total, so maybe like 2 more.
Just 2 more, then I can easily do that for 500 gold total. And be able to make them able to affix to your belts or whatever.
And like, so I'm clear, can you make it go on like a circle? Or like a central network, or is it we all have to hold like the receiver for each one?
Well, usually when somebody else is speaking, it would be like speaking in a room, everyone all at once.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly the kind of effect I want.
Alright. Then I will make sure they are able to all hear and speak at the same.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 of them total, so yeah, obviously.
Alright, very well. Then I will see you later this afternoon then.
Alright. Also, do you know any good bowyers around here?
Good boy, yes. Let's see. And takes a moment to think about it. Well, you probably want to check Griffin's blades, and even though they do have some swords of the sort, they make better crossbows and bows there, from what I've heard from others.
Okay. I guess we'll stop by there. Maybe go pick up Iron Stride. I guess we should go see my family while we still have time, so we're gonna leave later.
Did somebody say Bill?
It is so far outside of our price range that we would sink our funds trying to get it for you.
Oh no,
Give
like
me
100,000 gold.
I think it's like 200,000. Like, she wouldn't even tell us the price.
She said it was around the same price as the ring.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck was the ring worth? The
Yeah,
fuck?
The ring gave you the ability to speed up airships and gave you permanent flight while attuned to it.
What the fuck?
And a
So
lot
I'm
more.
assuming way more valuable than 100,000.
Well, she was selling it to us for 100,000, but we don't really have that kind of money.
What the fuck? That's okay, we'll just sell our other ship to buy.
That's what we're doing.
We'll just take a skiff. Alright, crew, skiffs.
It's skiff time.
Everyone just sells their goddamn ship.
Given that I have everything I want, I'm going to go check on Raxiel and that man that was appraising our ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy a bow.
Alright.
I'll go with bird.
Sure.
Goodbye, belt.
It's.
Yeah, goodbye,
Mesky,
Bill.
we'll get you a belt later.
I'm so sorry, darling. Oh, fuck you. Iron Stride runs down this way, slaps all the money on the table with the ship through the wall, like, give me the belt!
All you hear is just.
I will tell you right now, if we bought that belt, we would actually be flat broke.
So, pirates, we can
We would
find
have
more
a-
money.
We would have 8,000 gold to our name.
It's okay.
Ma'am,
we can
did
make
you
money.
want a sweet roll?
Come on, do you want me to pick up an entire? Wait, no, wait for Brad.
I want her to look at you and just say, I'm already eating one.
How is everybody eating my sweet roll?
Did you take my sweet roll?
Let me guess. Somebody stole your belt of strength.
Alright.
I have 100 gold to my name. Is that enough?
I have no money in my inventory. None.
So, Telrath, as you arrive at Griffin's Blades, you can actually see it's actually an Aarakocra. A vibrant color.
my people.
A very,
No,
a very,
his plumage is better than mine.
yeah, he's not from this region, you could tell, because he is a vibrant yellow and green Aarakocra.
Ugh.
I'm intimidated by his plumage, but I must proceed.
As you do enter in, you can see there are quite a fair share of short swords and so forth, but also quite a lot of arrows, fletching, custom arrows, bows, all for various heights, sizes, people, races, even some that have a more durable tension thread, so people with claws wouldn't break their bows or so forth. You can even see that they have a bow that you would think to be of ridiculous size. But it's definitely far beyond that of a longbow, and even with its own custom arrows.
I will stare at that as I come in. I want a big weapon kick right now.
So, as you stare at that, the other Aarakocra will actually come around. Ah, and I have good weaponry?
I just like big weapons. What's with that?
Rafalk.
Telegraph.
If you're interested in great bows, I can make you one a little more custom for your fit.
Great bow?
Yes. Oh, as he kind of pulls out one of the arrows from the quiver beside it to show you. A little bit shorter than a javelin, longer draw distance, heavier in the damaging department, especially being able to impale. I do make a few others. Kind of points over to a cabinet where it displays various arrowheads, all different shapes and sizes, all different types for fighting, war, hunting, anything that you fancy.
Gee, why didn't I find you earlier?
You were probably talking to the dwarves.
Well, I've been buying stuff a lot.
Yes,
Somewhat of a hunter myself.
I can smell the the coal on your feathers a little bit.
I'm being judged. But anyways, so is something that big even safe to fire?
Especially for us when we're up in the air, a lot easier. If you stance it correctly, you make sure you pivot it to the ground, as well as draw back with the full elbow. Keep it away from your front of your beak.
I mean, I'll admit you have me intrigued, but what else do you have?
Well, we have a few others that carry the elemental enchants. I myself have tempered a few bowstrings to be able to imbue them with it. If you're looking for something just to restring a bow that you currently have, I have a few threads on sale for that.
Well, I mean, we're possibly going to one of our more dangerous ideas. Me and my group, we're going to go hunt vampires. Rather auspicious and poorly thought through undertaking, in my opinion.
Vampires? It's a dangerous business. They're probably going to have to want probably silver-tipped arrows. He actually goes to start pulling out like quite a few before you even go up to say anything. Starts setting them down, like about 60 total for 2 bundles of 30.
I like him, he's advanced. But yeah, I was also just in the market for something generally, you know, more killing than my normal bow. It's a, you know, Captain made it for me and I appreciate it, but I really do need something that's just going to, you know, really kill.
Well, you're just looking for something that's going to pack a full wallop, or something we'd be able to track someone down with your particular skill.
Probably the first one. We don't really do much tracking.
Well, let's see. I do have a few that are just magically in tune, especially if you're dealing with a little more of the supernatural. It doesn't hurt to have them enchanted to the greatest capability. Because points out a few that are silvered and others that are little more vibrant than the rest, with a strong, what looks like to be either steel or kind of mithril tension thread on them.
Wow.
Though if you're looking for something that just has raw killing power, I would definitely recommend one of the elemental bows that I've tampered with for a bit. It's a tough skill to work with, but even if you're just looking to enhance what your captain did, I do have a few oils. As he kind of like pats the counter of where the elemental oils are. If you spread these on your bow thread, be able to bless them with the elemental prowess. But I would highly recommend not going beyond 2 or 3 elements. They usually start to get temperamental.
The elementals get temperamental.
That they do.
But anyways, yeah, you said something about raw elemental bows. What do those do? Is it the kind of thing where you just shoot a big fireball out of your bow? Because I can do that with lightning bolts.
Well, I do have one that would be able to fire almost like a javelin of lightning, except they produce their own arrows.
You have something that can produce its own arrows?
Of course, step back here. Goes down one of the side hallways to what seems to be like a shooting range. Assuming you're with him, Misky.
Yeah.
Right. So, just get a few barrels, and you can see there's like scorch marks, acid marks, all sorts of things all around.
Ugh.
As he holds up this bow, and you can see this bow has been used for demonstration quite a lot. Slowly draws it back, and in the retention, you can see what looks like a spark just snaps from either end into the focal point where his fingers meet, and draws out a lightning arrow itself. And it kind of just rests right on his thumb, and you can see a small little glow that kind of protects his hand before just and blows out one of the planks on the barrel down at the other end.
That's pretty impressive. Can it do that every time?
Of course. And he turns and just another 3 in rapid succession.
Wow.
Of course, this one's just for being able to show off a little bit more, but something I enjoy doing quite a bit since I've perfected it. And he slowly turns it to the side, pulls the arrows back full, and you actually see 4 fold out, and does a full cone shot of lightning arrows.
Whoa.
I don't know, I kind of like it.
Do it. Get it. Live it. Love it. Take it.
Alright, so how much is something like that?
Oh, for something as particular as this, especially if you're just going for the one elemental type, it'll probably run you around 40,000 gold for one of these kind of bows. Especially, as I've said, if you're looking for a particular element. Though I can say, unfortunately, if you're looking for radiant or any of the more sickly necrotic types, unfortunately, that is outside my skill set. Those elements are, well, not really elements, and are very unwieldy.
Yeah, I guess lightning probably is the best. I briefly thought about acid, but then I considered that I usually, like to see things intact when I kill them, and melting their skin would probably ruin fun.
Well,
So yeah, I guess I'm down for lightning. Josh, mechanically, what is this bow doing?
Alright, so, which size bow are you getting?
I mean, if he's willing to sell me a fucking great bow, I'll buy a great bow.
He's willing to sell you a great bow. It'll be a silvered great bow with a gold thread.
With fucking, like, super lightning?
Yeah.
This guy's amazing. I love him.
Gold thread's a great hyperconductor.
I love this guy. So what is it actually doing mechanically?
So mechanically, the initial arrow shot is, especially getting a great bow, it's a 1d12 piercing. Especially since you're getting the larger size cell itself, it does an extra 2d10 lightning damage. As to the cone itself, it does 4d10 with a dexterity saving throw of 15.
It does that on every hit?
For that, yes.
Cha-ching.
Also, just for the cones themselves, that has 3 charges that recharge daily at dawn.
Yeah. Relationship ended with old bow. Now great bow is my best friend. I guess I also need a lot of great arrows.
This one produces its own arrows.
I mean, actually, yeah, good point. I'd also like some silvered great arrows, though, for vampires.
Of course. As he switches out the smaller arrows that he took out originally, sets out the great bow arrows. So, especially for the silver, apologies for the price, but each bundle is 30 gold apiece.
I'm buying a 40,000 gold bow. Do you really think I'm going to flinch at that? I'm just happy you have silvered arrows.
Fair enough. Do enjoy yourself and shoot one in the ass for me.
I will shoot a vampire in the ass for you. Mark my words.
Alrighty.
Okay, so that was like a total of like 40,000 and like 60 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Relationship ended. 14. Okay, well, there goes most of my arena winnings.
Yeah, the other bow's just sitting there like, hello darkness, my old friend.
Which bow?
The demon
bow.
Yeah,
Captain.
Oh wow. Which bow? He's already forgotten.
Relationship ended.
Officially. Oh,
friended.
Alrighty.
Is the great bow have more range, by the way?
For that, it actually does.
Why the fuck did I bother to go and buy a gun?
I don't know, but you did.
Stop.
I just want to.
You did anyway.
Style points. It's fine.
It's true. It's true. Need those good old fucking style.
God damn.
Oh God.
I'm trying to record everything, and like I don't really have a concrete stat block. Josh.
Give him the information.
Oh, for the cone, it goes to 30 feet.
No, for the entire bow. Like from the top, just so I can report it as an attack.
All right. So 1d12 piercing, the 2d10 lightning damage, and then obviously traveling out further, I need to double check the stat distance of great bow.
No magic bonus, right? I assume not. This is basically the flame tongue long sword.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I assumed.
And then obviously the 30-foot cone, 15 dexterity saving throw against the 4d10 lightning damage. The distance it can fire 200, 800.
200, 800. Okay, so it's literally the gun.
Maybe you should try and return the gun.
Yeah, the gun was only 4,000 gold, and you know what? I'm sure I might actually get some use out of it at some point.
Special occasion.
Fun.
Like your birthday.
Happy fun time, bang
My
bang.
bird.
Your burb day.
Burb day. Alright.
Holy shit, make
with-
money.
with that, Milliran, you get back. Obviously, they'll be done doing that with the doing business with the ship. At this point, Raxiel's just kind of talking to the guy. As you do come back, he looks at, the ship's evaluation is finally finished, especially for the size, even though obviously still would need a lot of cleaning. It's still a surprisingly durable frame. I can easily pay you good, well, obviously once we finalize the papers, a good 160,000 gold for it.
That'll do.
Right.
How long would that take?
Well, if you come with me and just back to the trade yards, he's waiting to see you snap your fingers again, just to brace himself. Be able to finish the paperwork.
Alright, let's go.
Great, and it goes to start walking off. So that will be easy enough to sign the title of the ship over. As you're leaving, I'll be sure to move the rest of my stuff over, Mom. You see him start moving.
Yeah, you better.
You see him start moving the big ass captain's chair.
God. You can't bring that with you.
I'm putting it in my room, though.
You don't have a room.
It's downstairs.
If the dragon gets a room, I will riot. None of the rest of us have rooms.
There are 2 rooms, Raxiel. One of them is not yours.
It's the storage room, Mom.
You can't take the captain's chair. That's part of the ship.
It's not part of the ship. It's not hammered down.
Turn to the guy and go,
What's the matter with
is him taking the chair out going to affect the price at all?
Not at all, as long as he leaves the helm.
Alright, right, as long as you don't take the helm as well.
Okay, Mom. Thanks.
Make sure he didn't think you just said, take the helm as well.
You know what, I'm close enough. I'm going to mentally tell him, look, the only thing you can take off the ship is your chair, and then everything else that belonged to you before it was on the ship.
Aww. I
You can't just take things out of the ship.
But Thunder
Now
Wonder.
that you've decided to sell it.
Leave him where you found him.
No, we're not taking the orc.
But he's so cool.
I don't care. We're not taking the orc.
Alright,
There are
fine.
enough people on our ship as it is.
Fine. I'll leave him behind.
Yeah. Well, you've got a little bit of time. Move your stuff and say goodbye to it.
Alright. So, they're still back at the ship. We'll see Raxiel moving a big chair. Thunder Wonder. Thunder Wonder. That's true.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's do it.
So, anything else to be purchased before the chaos unfolds?
Yeah, the bell.
Are we
Kidding,
really
I don't know
gonna?
where I am.
I was legitimately tempted to use the money we got for selling the ship to go buy the belt.
Oh
Alright.
my god,
You really should.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Alright. So,
Like, I wasn't going to bother to tell anyone, and I was considering whispering it to Josh.
Alright, so.
Oh yeah, no, I was 100% going to do that.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you get the writ for the Radiant Rainbow to be written over. They give you all of it in full platinum trade.
Well, that only makes it easier.
Oh no. It's a curse tonight. It's a cursed night!
Oh, this is what you get for going to see a movie!
Nice.
I didn't even get that good of a roll.
This is a good feeling.
Alright, so... you return to Oberon's shop.
Gotta build his strength.
So I get that. Yeah, I'm gonna go see the Magic Man.
Alright, you return to Oberon. Oberon's sitting there, you know, currently clearly working on the sending stones. Doesn't even really notice that you've come in, as just, you know, clearly focusing. You can see the torrents of arcane energy kind of sparking off as she's working.
Okay, hey, I'm back.
Welcome back. The sending stones aren't done, though. Something else catch your eye?
That's fine. I'm not here for those yet. I'll probably send someone else to pick them up.
Oh,
No. I want the belt. One
uh,
my blue tiefling friend was after.
all right then. Do you have the 110,000 gold? Oh, it's like just goes to try and like keep it on the counter for a second.
Jesse just rage quit.
Jesse, why?
I mean,
Well, to be fair, it's only 11,000 platinum. It's not nearly as much as.
He's
the
alive.
robot salty.
The salt
Yes.
mine is increased.
I trust this will do.
Oh, my internet's even cocking me too.
I'll go get that for you. It's just kind of like sweeps it into some kind of open chest behind the counter. Real quick. As she brings it up in this beautiful casing, just kind of opens it up and here you are. I didn't think you would get the money that quick.
Well, we did offer you a ship. We just sold it to someone else.
All right then. Best of luck.
Alright, then stuff that into my pocket and leave.
Alright. So. In the midst of all of that, I just need to do
I'll let you into it myself! Strongest wizard!
Oh no.
Perfect.
throws in a.
You would become like.
It's a tanky little thing.
Alright, so is anyone looking at Raxiel? He's like, as he's taking the rest of his stuff back to the ship.
Oh no.
I mean, assumedly, if Talrath
They already got the
back,
money
yes.
from
I assume after I bought the bow, I'd just start heading.
Alright, so those of you who are looking can literally see him carrying the orc towards the sword cherry.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, Raxiel, what are you doing?
Taking my stuff.
What do you got
Guards
there,
the orc.
buddy?
Is the orc consenting to you taking him?
The orc just doesn't even like seem to be fighting it. He's just kind of like, okay.
Is he still in the cage?
No.
I thought he was gonna be carrying it back.
He's just carrying him like a fucking rag doll.
Listen, Raxiel, we can't adopt every creature we find, including the caged orc.
But he's got such good music to play.
Could
What
you
did
at
the
least bring all of
captain
his
say?
things?
This ship is already too small with all the drow and Ironstride's distant relatives aboard.
That's correct. Look, alright, there's an entire room that only 2 people have occupied. It also has a really lousy engine in it. Lousy? Noisy.
Yeah.
Really
I mean-
lousy engine.
I think our ship is anything but lousy.
I didn't mean it.
You
I got
just
confused.
combine loud and noisy.
I think I did.
I mean, if he
That
wants to
makes
stay down there, and the captain's okay with it, well, actually, why am I even trying to rationalize this? Talk to the captain. I'm not going to fight you.
I don't care. I'm just offering up space. Raxiel, are you supposed to bring him?
Yes.
So that's a no.
No.
Alright. Take him. Set him up in your mum's room. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, what's wrong? You don't want to?
Fine, I'll go put him back. You just see him, like, wings droop a little as he goes to put the Underwonder back in his cage. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Awesome.
Alright, so obviously you finally return. A little sad, but he'll go sit on his little throne in the storage room. The captain's chair that he at least got to keep. You go and pester Stratosphere. You can see he's finally fixed up the last few pieces of the engine that he's finally had time when it's resting to fix.
Yay.
And which, Milliran, you'll finally get back to the ship. Rosie.
Rather,
She is the mutant.
But of course.
Alright,
Oh, no.
I've returned with my dinner.
Ah,
Oh, kill.
I was just saying you've returned, ironically, at the same time, with your purchase in hand. Well, not in hand, but in pocket.
It's in my pocket.
Secret pocket.
I'm gonna go add this 50,000 gold worth of platinum to the hoard.
Alright.
I always forget how styling Raxiel's image is.
5, comma,
So pretty.
value. There we go. Improvement. I wasn't joking, I'm going to go attune to it myself just to show off.
The Incredible Hulk is now our boss.
Alrighty then.
Just walks over to Ironstride and picks him up, and we're like, what the fuck?
Bench press Iron Stride.
Oh my god.
I would love to see that. God, hella heavy.
I mean, we've got like 2 days of travel before we get to where the others have gone.
Well, I mean,
It's
their
true.
ship is sinking.
So yeah, legitimately on the way, I will do exactly that. I will pick up Iron Stride and be like, check it out!
So,
And then I'll give it to Misky.
Hey.
back at the Duskgloom Manor. As Bradamir, we flash back over, finally, to Valus, probably still asleep, relaxing, thinking that...
Depending on what time it is, I'm probably asleep.
Yeah, because it's been a long day. Especially with the guard captain more or less talking at you as you try to figure out, what the fuck do I do with this beer?
So yeah, probably asleep, definitely.
So, Bradamir, you currently have a tiefling pointing a longsword in your direction while you're invisible after making sure Lostrana was alright.
Okay.
I gotta throw down a little bit of niche. as the only thing she has told you to show yourself.
Pull down your pants.
Take a very careful step to my left, just one.
Throw down your initiative, Maho.
Yeah.
Oh,
Haha, fuck you.
it's the only night you
His
get tonight.
adrenaline's going.
Alrighty. So, you will be first on the roster. I just need to make one more roll real quick.
I'll be damned, that is a tiefling. I just thought from the image initially it was a drow with like a cool headpiece.
You said she was a tiefling last time.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'll admit to a certain amount of detached attention paying.
You are forgiven.
Then just there's my voice there. So we'd be patrolling the grounds currently.
I don't like that.
Alrighty. So Bradamir,
Yeah?
what is your response to the woman who clearly knows you're there?
I'm slowed down and having nearly a week to think about this. Radimir will dimension door back to his guest room.
What about the files?
They're not going anywhere.
Oh my god, wait, you can dimension door through walls?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
As long as it's
Anywhere within 500.
As long as he knows where he's going, essentially.
Yeah, I've been in this room.
No, it just has to be a direction.
So he literally just, like, invisibly just nopes out in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sit in this chair, pull out my lute, and start tuning it.
Alrighty. Thank fuck.
Resolves that.
It does, thank God. So, for a good while, you'll be hearing a lot of fucking chaos going on. Multiple
Does anybody
guards
come to
will-
my room?
well, at this point, you will actually see what looks like a guard and a knight kind of going by. Each of the maids and butlers kind of rushing around to check on every single noble in the house. So, you would see pretty much these guys. Just like a
They
whole
will, of course,
shitload of
feign
them.
ignorance.
And even you, Valus, will have some knights and guards passing by, checking on everyone, clearing out the area. Absolute fucking panic for the entirety of the night from here on out. And it's far as you can tell from what they say, immediately like there was a possible assassin in the Lord's room. Everyone has to stay put. We have to make sure everyone's going to be safe. And that will be pretty much the entirety of the night. It's just panicked guards and everyone running around checking all the various places of the mansion just to make sure it's completely clear.
Cool.
On a side note, did you take a moment to, before fully dimensioning her, take a look at anything that this woman had on her?
Yeah. Just like a quick glance.
For a quick passing glance, especially since the blade was more or less towards your face, you've not seen this kind of weapon before. It almost had like a obsidian sheen to it, even though it was still metal. Almost like you could almost see through parts of the metal itself. Not entirely sure what it was. But the only thing that you can really fully conclude, especially from the passing glance, is that the very weapon alone that she carries is highly irregular, and that she's possibly a hired mercenary to guard the Lord.
Sure. Alright.
So, after most of the night passes and everything finally calms down, they're able to full clear, but still kind of keep guards on high alert, everyone posted at doors and so forth, so that the nobles can rest, and even some of the housemaids and butlers can do their work that needs to be done. At this point, as it's getting to be kind of early morning, especially from the high alert in itself, the maid will return to you, Bradimir. And she'll actually hand over some of the investigation files before the estates were repossessed and everything, and the charges, as aforementioned, that the Lord would have given you those and asked someone to go collect those earlier at the dinner, just to make sure that they can be started to be readied.
Okay.
So, obviously, as you take a moment to pore over those, you can see the charges of piracy, full conviction, the evidence of basically somehow them saying that there was a full plot, especially with their son, to get him to be able to be the full pirate lord, especially in trade of what you heard in a sleuth of insults and variations of ways for before they were repossessed, of how they've been.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, and how they've been making full trade with people of Doubloon Haven, which you know full well to be a full-on pirate port. As for the prison location, you could see that in mention of the imprisonment, a very far off prison. It's probably a good week's travel up into the more icy regions called Choke Point. You've heard myths about this prison, most of which that even on the way traveling there, most people die of frostbite, as they're not given the proper amenities to survive the chilling winters. And even then, most of the time when they string someone up from a glacier, they leave them hanging there to become a frozen icicle, a permanent test at a time of their crimes to be forgotten there and just become part of the ice slowly. Roll me an investigation check on these papers.
Will do.
That one. Can't read.
What?
Yeah.
10.
A part of you especially just doesn't really believe half of the things these papers say, but you can't really find anything to argue against them.
I'll just have to go ask them myself.
Alright. So, after a little bit more time, obviously the maids and butlers will bring you breakfast and all. Make sure you're well fed before you head out for the day on your investigation to continue.
So these files, are they the one from the cabinet I was trying to steal?
You have no idea. You didn't even get the cabinet open. It was still locked.
Nope. Question, what was the cabinet made of exactly?
Wood. Pretty solid dark oak.
Okay. Yep. Grab Valis and leave.
Alright, so on your way out, the more heavy-set lord that you've lost most of your family estate to, Durstelm Grundarrow, will approach you, and with a very sweaty palm, as you could tell, he's gorged himself on quite a lot of food today, and you could smell what seems like a sweet berry brandy, as well as possibly the lobster and other good meals that they had served in the morning. Goes to shake your hand. I know you're not too in particular business, but I understand that investigators like yourself can use a hand once in a while. If you ever find yourself back in Sleetrun and wish to get yourself back in the game, I might be able to help grease a few palms, and well, you might be able to help me in the future too, if need be. I would do help, my good sir, as he kind of nudges you a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure I will be back in Sleetrun, and I'll keep that in mind.
Very good, my good lad. Good man. Pats you really heavily on the back. You feel like your wig is almost going to fall off, practically. You can tell.
I was about to say that.
You can tell he has absolutely no mind of self, of like self-control of his hands or anything else.
Alright, well, I have an investigation to carry out.
Alrighty. So, as we press on the current circumstance, where do you go after leaving the Duskgloom Manor and all? Especially after you get to see the little bit of more repugnant side. Grundarrow, Duskgloom, Dustrum had been a little more happy to try and acquisition your skill set and field of expertise, even if they seem on a dirtier side, but clearly with a high reward in mind.
Brad has no interest. He's gross.
Well, those guys were nice.
On the outside.
I mean, make some good baked potatoes.
It's true, the food was pretty good. After walking a little bit away from the manor, Brad will ask Valis, how do you feel about a quick smash and grab?
Well, I don't really... I'm not the running away type. Shakes his fucking heavy plate mail armor.
That's okay, I can teleport us both. So, I was thinking, they might have more information on my situation. I know where they have some files, I know where they are. I was thinking I could teleport us both in, and seeing as neither of us are already good at lockpicking, we can just smash the thing, take the files, and then teleport back out. Do you think that's alright?
I mean, I can smash things, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, what, didn't they give you the files you were looking for?
I don't think so. There might be more that they're holding out on.
If you promise me we can get out of here without getting caught.
I have a pretty good guarantee. Could help greatly, but it's not without its risk. If you're not up for it, we don't have to. I think this is enough to go on, maybe.
Like, if you need more, it's for your parents. I'm sure you'd want to do as much as you can.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh god.
If this was a game, this is where we would save.
Yeah.
Quick saved.
Alright, so you waiting for tonight?
Nope, just right now.
Just right now.
Oh my god!
We're gonna walk over to like the other side of the block from where the manor is.
That's why I rolled an intelligence check.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty.
Because I was like, if I got a high check, I was going to be like, wait a second, you were the assassin. But no.
No, that was just an assassin, not related. Anyway.
Oh god.
I visualized the room to dimension door there, right? I can do that.
That's in 500 feet.
Yeah.
As long as it's in the 500.
You better hope he isn't doing any paperwork in that office.
Yeah. Should I take my armor off and like put on a disguise as well?
No, I keep that on.
No, just cover your face.
Yeah, I'm sure
and-
nobody will recognize the dude with the Holy Avengers. So it was-
No, this
I
is
have very specific armor and fucking weapons. And face.
Put a cloak on maybe, and at the same time I take off my disguise suit, so I am Vladimir again.
oh my god!
Checks if has any cloaks that don't say fucking Globetrotters on the back.
No, just turn it inside out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, boy.
Maybe we can take one of those stones off that.
It's alright, I never put that stupid name on our cloaks.
Oh, it was just your symbol. Right?
Yeah, it was just my maker's mark, which is, probably equally as bad, but only for me.
I'm
Sorry,
sure it's fine.
What am I smashing again?
It's like a sort of wooden cabinet. Is there any gloss in like the front, or is it all just wood?
It was a full draw shutter piece of wood. So you can tell it would still be pretty sturdy. You're going to have to really fucking give it a good
Do you have
smack to get through the
Axe
first
or
piece.
something?
I have a hand axe.
That sounds alright.
It's just like a small, like one-handed axe. I assume it'd be more effective than a fucking longsword at breaking wood.
Yeah. So.
Alright. I prepared my hand axe.
Alright. And the plan is, so that they're not going to catch on to us, you break the cabinet and take just their Branbury files and several other files, so they don't know which one we were focused on, and I'll just mess up the room.
I'll just grab everything.
You don't have to grab everything, just more than one thing.
I didn't think I'll have time to read every single file to find your one.
Oh, fourth drawer from the right. I remember it. Yeah, totally.
Alright.
And if there's anyone there, we'll deal with it accordingly.
Just grab them. Use your grabby thing.
I will use my grabby thing. Ready?
Let's go.
Alright.
Dimension door.
So, we'll dimension door in from far out on the side street of the manor, but still straight out into the
I've memorized the side street so we can get back to it the same method.
Alright. And then straight into the Lord's bedroom.
Yep. Just fucking... There we are.
Alrighty. Bayless, put yourself down.
Wait, we're going like guns loud, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Quick. We are going quick. Fast as possible.
My face is gone. It was over here a second ago.
I'll drag it. So, place yourselves where you would teleport in.
Yeah, just in the middle.
This is never a good sign when that's the initial setup, because there's going to be... The board is going to be like jacking off on the couch right there. Yeah! Yeah, wow!
So with that, she stands up and draws her sword. I figured somebody would be back and throw down for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
fucking.
Where the fuck is it? There it is.
Hmm.
Oh Oh, joy.
Oh my god, they'll get to get out of it again. He can just dimension door out of it.
Yeah, but this time, she sees Bradamir.
Don't worry, she won't instantly knock you out with some sort of poison or anything. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I
Flawless
cannot
plan.
believe. Why did you take off your disguise for this?
I want to maintain
That he's somebody else.
for later.
But
Didn't
you're
you put on a different disguise?
You didn't disguise the guy you were with. Any fucking idiot could piece this together. You're the same height.
Oh God, Brad, why?
Shh.
It's okay. I have my back to her. She can't see my face.
Yeah, she can just see your distinctive armor and weapons.
Yeah, and the
The
horns,
risk I
man.
took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
Yep.
Josh rolling everyone on initiative. Like, can somebody?
Oh, there's
lie?
some
I have to
guards
fucking
out there.
roll for that.
Ooh.
It's a very appropriately named song.
The Benny Hill theme song?
Hubris.
No,
Okay.
So, Radimir, your turn. She pulls out this obsidian black blade and just kind of looks to the tiefling, and you can see the same glare she gives over to Bayless as the same time when you first saw her, and looks over at you, Radimir.
I immediately hold person her.
oh my god!
With that, she's going to
No.
counterspell. I see.
Can I
you
counterspell that?
No, you can't, because it's a reaction.
Yeah, but I can use your action too.
Now, your turn.
Okay.
Sure, I can.
Excuse
Nope.
me. Nick would like to interject with like actual rules here. You can counterspell on your own turn, but it would break your concentration on your own spell, so functionally you're just wasting another spell slot. You wouldn't be able to continue with your current spell
Oh.
cast.
Sucker. All right.
Okay. Then I do nothing. Inspiration to Valis. Yes.
All right. With that, she's gonna step forward. I see you. This time, just kicks the fucking foot comforter aside and goes to swing at you, Bradamir. Oh my fucking lord. Just fine. So. So, she's actually gonna try and stick you 3 times. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, she killed him?
3 crits.
Nice.
So,
Was it 3 crits?
Bradamir, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Excuse me.
Guess who's poisoned and stunned?
Oh.
You are restrained. And mark yourself.
Yeah, let's just grab and just jump through the window. That's clearly what you need.
Like, fucking good.
So, that. So you see Bradamir's body start locking up as she slashes across him twice over.
This is not cash money.
So, and she did crit. Fucking Christ, man.
Oh my god.
In the arms of an angel.
For 40 damage.
Uh-huh.
Just lashes
You
across.
only have like 60 health.
As she quickly turns to you.
A little more than that.
I know you and throw down your blade before you meet your friend's fate as well. At this point, the knight starts breaking in here. Fucking gets my lady! Will assist you! Oh my fucking god. At this point, he's gonna make 2 attacks at Bradamir. He's not sure what's going on. Oh, he'll do 1 at Bradamir, 1 at Valis. And then, we'll miss both, thankfully. Valis.
Lesser restoration. blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or would lesser restoration work on Bradimir? Is he paralyzed?
You're not sure?
I know you said restrained, but I don't know if that counts as paralyzed.
Do I look like what I do to people when I use hold person on them?
Currently, no. You could just tell, like, your body's stiffening up.
That sounds like hold person. But she hit me, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But you could still keep fighting, Bradimir. You're not down and out fully.
Oh yeah, you're just actually restrained. Yes, you can.
So
still
you can't
I'm not
move, but
paralyzed.
you can still use teleport,
I'm-
and I can drag you through it.
Yeah.
Ah, that changes things. I was gonna fucking get the fuck out of here straight away, but how panicked does Bradimir look?
Severely unhappy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to get the fucking note. What can I cast? Okay. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Bradimir.
Alright.
So, whenever anyone tries to attack him, they must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, they have to choose someone else to attack.
Alright.
And that's a bonus action.
Alrighty.
And I don't know if I want to fucking try
Yes.
punching her or just...
I don't know. Does it go against your Paladin's Oath, especially for people just defending those that they're supposed to defend?
How tanky is this cabinet?
The cabinet itself doesn't look very tanky. It just you can tell the shutter. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to torque it off by hand. You'd have to chop into it.
Fuck it. Big Yeet. Hit the fucking... I'm hitting the fucking cabinet.
Alright, just roll me damage.
So... The drawer, is that... Do I have to, like, open the cabinet to get to the drawer?
So
Or
basically,
is it, like, the drawer that's locked?
have you seen shutter desks where the top half has the shutter that closes, and then it has...
I have one of those.
Yeah, so you know exactly what I mean. The top shutter is locked right now, so you have to break open the shutter and then break open the drawer to get the file.
Oh boy.
Okay, well... Just a normal attack?
Just roll me damage.
Because this is what I was holding.
Alright. So that easily busts through the top shutter.
Oh. And then if I need to, like, use it to probe...
For the six,
drawer.
that you can tell
Fourth
that.
drawer on the right.
Yep. So that starts doing some damage. You can tell. Probably would need like another crack at it just to try and pry it open fully. You can get the full file.
Oh, I'm not sure we can. Ooh.
I'm just gonna try to grab the whole drawer once I get it loosened.
All right. So go ahead and roll me just a flat strength.
Oh.
So you're just trying to break this fully to rip it out and just like full strong arm it. Alright, so just in the sheer panic of like, you know, seeing him starting to lock up, like still moving, but his body's like, and then quickly grab the drawer, just the sheer panic force, especially for not wanting to just hurt innocent people who just doing, you know, what they're supposed to do. Just rip the drawer out. You have the whole entire fourth drawer.
Yep.
Excellent.
Just grabs it in his arms and he's ready to go.
Alright. And Bradimir, you can clearly see this. And you can see a great amount of anger come over this woman's face. How dare you do that to my lost furniture?
Big regretty.
So with that, this thing comes in. Quick! Stop the thieves! God, it's just gonna try to strike you twice. We'll hit
He's
once.
gonna try to hit Bradamir. He has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
True. So, see if he will not. So, unfortunately, he can't do it. So,
My save is only 14, so
yeah, no, he didn't make it.
he can choose to attack me instead if he wants to.
No, he'll be where he's at. He's good. They're clearly trying to just incapacitate you guys.
Yeah.
So, Radomir.
Even restrained, can I still just grab Velas?
You can.
Yeah, okay. I'll glance one more at the tiefling and use Dimension Door back to that same spot at 5th level.
Alright, she will attempt to counterspell you.
Here's the dice roll.
Alrighty. So, 5th level.
So DC,
Would be
I don't
15,
know.
I believe.
I think so.
She got a 19.
Oh, for fuck.
So you gotta do it again.
Hmm. Yeah.
Alright, will that be all?
That's not looking good. Yeah, I can't do anything else. That's it.
Bonus action.
Make another Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
Alrighty. That's including Velas's bonus?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
is it 3 more?
+2.
Plus
Plus 250.
That-
My charisma is not high.
That will be just barely enough. As you feel yourself start moving again,
I'm still fucking dead.
you can hear your legs and everything else kind of creaking and cracking. You realize you were turning to stone.
Oh,
my god.
that's not cool.
So with that, she's gonna try and attack you once more.
Wisdom saving throw.
Hell.
Oh yeah, wisdom saving throws where she has to attack me and
And turn you to stone instead.
Oh god.
Yay!
I can't believe you've done this.
So, 13 you said, right?
14.
14. Alright, so she's just gonna put all 3 into you.
And me. Alrighty.
You got a higher AC than me.
I have a much higher AC than you.
She hits you with a 27.
That hits me with a 27.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Bloop.
Alright. You manage to resist it, but you take 18 slashing damage from her black obsidian blade.
Alright.
Alrighty. So this knight is gonna try and put another 2. Well, he needs to make his wisdom. He gets it with a 16. He's gonna try and put 3 attacks into Brad.
Okay.
And only hits once with a 21.
Yep.
For 7 slashing damage. We get over to you, Velas.
Okay. Just thought of something. I'm going to... Just gonna cast Darkness.
Thank you. I was screaming.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
And that's my main action.
Alright. So, pretty much
I
just
think-
darkness just fully envelops this room and going out into the next room's over.
Sanctuary is not concentration.
Nope, it's just on me until I attack somebody, which I will not do.
Would it be a full action to switch weapons?
No, you
Or
get
can I
one
do
of
it
those
for bonus
free
action?
per turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull out my. Well, they already know. Okay, I'm pulling out my Holy Avenger Sword just so I can get the bonus to saving throws.
Alrighty.
And Sanctuary is not a concentration, so I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Bradimir.
Alrighty.
Plus 2 AC.
Alright, 20 AC.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Also, is that AoE on darkness? Definitely big enough to fill
Big
like the
enough to fill
entire
most
room. Yeah.
Pretty much this and
If
the
not all.
entire hall and part of the fucking sanctum church beside the bedroom.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother trying to make an AoE.
Alright, so these boys will have disadvantage because they're fucking blind. So yours 18, 20, so yeah, you can't even touch you. Radimir.
Okay. I still know where Valis is. I'm still grabbing him. Dimension door.
Alright. Finally goes through.
It works!
She can't see you immediately. Has blind sight, but can't tell what you're doing exactly. So.
She has blind sight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that was very obvious. If she had see invisibility, she'd be able to counterspell you.
I don't know, maybe it
Before.
was her magic sword or some shit. Alright.
So you guys effectively get the fuck out of there as shit starts going absolute fucking shit mode panic. And
Not even close, baby!
Chuck the books in my bloody bag of holding. Run.
alright, so this is how it's gonna go down. First, especially for the alarm's going to be immediately fucking raised, and the whole island is gonna be into fucking panic mode. As you just robbed the fucking head judge of the fucking court of Sleet Run.
It's fine.
Okay, how many more times can you teleport? Because we should teleport as far as we can, as soon as possible.
I want to hold on
So
to
they never
one in
catch
case of emergencies.
Alright, so for this, make me a stealth action for both of you, just so you can try to, unless you're not going to try and avoid being not seen, which obviously you'll have advantage with this when you dimension doorway multiple times. And also, where are you going to go from here?
No, I just turned both of us invisible.
Oh,
But where are you going? Because the whole island will start to search for you now.
how long
Some-
does invisibility last?
An hour. And I can recast it so many times.
Took us literally days to fly here, right?
Day and a half.
Yeah. I'm assuming we can't
Just going in that direction.
I'm assuming we can't just catch a boat ride out. They will stop all the boats.
Pretty much,
So-
especially since this is the Noble's Quarter, and they're trying to
Ooh, yeah.
stop a thief.
Yo, how about we hang out at my house for a while?
Oh my god, that's
He saw you!
They probably won't wreck.
Very likely.
Saw
I
you
mean-
directly. And you just stole a very specific set of files.
Yeah.
You did. You did.
I don't mean, is she smart enough to... Well, maybe she's not, but the fucking Lord's...
Fucking Lord is,
Because she,
the Lord
she
is
was
still
like-
home right now!
she was like, don't attack my Lord's furniture! So it's like, huh, she's not very bright. But the Lord would be like, well, this is fucking obvious.
Hey,
Oh.
Any good ideas, fellas?
fucking goddamn bounty hunters coming after you soon.
Come to.
So this is the noble's quarters. It's still attached, like by land, to where the rest of slavery.
You have to take a fucking boat to get here. That's why it's the nobles district. It's separate, so the vagrants can't sneak in.
Separate by water or
Separate by Sky Island.
A 500-foot tall Sky Island?
More realistically, 1,000.
We can climb that and pull.
That's uncomfortable, but
Also, the water here would be like frozen.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Aim for the ice! Bird.
Rather, you wanna just like sit in a dank alleyway for a while?
It's up to you. How many more times can you actually use your dimension door?
Twice, exactly.
We could make it to the ground, theoretically.
You could. Make it to the ground
It'd
very
only be
fast.
like a 10-foot fall.
You don't need
Like,
to
if it's
actually
using
follow that way.
portals, it'd only be like a 10-foot fall. Oh, I have fucking Ring of Feather Falling.
Yeah, same.
You have Feather Fall.
Yep.
Let's fucking jump off the cliff.
You guys remember the fact you have Featherfall tokens?
I have a Ring of Feather Falling equipped.
Okay, while invisible, we both run to the edge of the noble district, holding hands so we don't get separated.
Alrighty, just give me
And
one
jump
stealth
off.
check. Just
Each?
Yep. Obviously
still
with
get
advantage because you're invisible.
But I usually get disadvantage in
It'll
Yeah,
be a
so you
straightforward
just a
roll
straight-
for you.
Yeah, straight roll.
However, you're inspired.
Definitely need that inspired.
Please use inspire. A D10. Dude.
Alrighty, so
I mean, I still have legit inspiration.
you
From a
jump
long
to the half-frozen and freezing sea below. There's still icebergs and other pieces around that float in the waters. And you land.
Oh, is it sea below?
Yeah.
How far is the land?
It's about another 1,000 feet up.
No, like the actual
Mainland.
like mainland.
Oh, the mainland itself, just for that, it's about 2,000 feet out.
Okay, so we're not like fucking.
You
That's
still-
not that far.
Yeah, you still have the swimming boon from Leviathan, amazingly. As
Yeah.
as much
I was
as you-
more worried about the freezing to death, but it's not as far as I thought.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, you'll only
You
get
could swim halfway and then I'll dimension doors the rest.
plus. Plus you get.
I also,
Well, Dimension Door
Yeah.
does 500 feet, right?
yeah, so 2 of those would be
Yeah, 2.
1,000. Wait, no, you guys don't do it in thousands, do you?
Mm-mm.
God damn it.
But
It's like 1.4 or something.
But anyway,
many
you're
feet
easily able to
mile?
do that after swimming out for
Okay.
quite a bit. It is very, very chilling. You could tell if you had to swim the rest of this way, especially without the ability to swim from Leviathan's boon.
I will have switched to my Ring of Warmth.
You probably would have died, especially without that. And you get back to the mainland, and it's more of the urchins kind of quarters nearby, especially for the main harbor.
Okay.
can we get like a carriage instead of like a boat? Because I feel like that'd be less monitored.
All right.
That could have gone better, Valis, but job done.
So
Uh,
obviously, you'll have time, as the others are now probably heading to the noble district.
no, hang on. Where are we? Are we back where we started?
No, we're like still 2 days by boat travel.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. So we're in like
But
the,
we're
the
on
place we're
foot.
in right now. Does it have a name?
It's like the slums, basically. He just said.
Yeah, it's the slums, dude.
Okay, what we do is we find an inn with a name, and then I'll use my sending stone to say, to whomever it may concern, we are in wherever we are.
Or,
Who's got the other sending stone?
oh.
Raxiel.
Raxiel.
So,
Please, Raxiel.
at this point, you're Branimir from the other side. Okay, I'll go tell Mom you're at the Scabby Clam in the slum section.
Oh god.
Should have just told her that we're on our way back and they didn't need to.
Holy shit!
That was perfect. Thank you.
Heist successful.
Yay! So, Billirin, you get the fucking strangest thing ever from Raxiel when he goes over and tugs on your coat after you're showing off. Like, Mom, Branimir said he's over in the slum section beneath the Nobles District at the Scabby Clam. We need to go pick him up.
What?
He got in trouble.
Of course he did.
Hey, I didn't say that.
He assumes you getting picked up. He's assuming you getting need pickup is in trouble.
Okay.
Nobody just calls up and is like, "Hey, I kind of need to go."
Hey, I'm at this bar 3 towns down. I'm kind of drunk. You come pick me up. I'm
All right. We gotta change our destination.
Where are we headed?
The slum.
Do you want me to go get the sending stones really quick before we leave?
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah. Oh god.
Bird kicks in the nitro boosters to go get the sending stones.
Alright, so you're able to get that, quick enough for Momoron, especially to have a sending stone for Raxiel as well.
Yeah, mainly just one for whoever's like currently back on the ship, Raxiel, or
Oh,
maybe
God.
even.
So-
Let's try to share on this one interaction those to us in group.
Alrighty. So, you obviously go pick that up. Omeron kind of, gives you a little wave and just a little blow kiss. Just be safe, darlings.
Only have less restoration.
But on a side note, Branimir and Vales, you've
That's
never experienced any fucking weapon that's done that before.
A little bit of what you cut out.
For Branimir and Valus, you guys never experienced a weapon that has literally started turning people to stone before.
Yeah, that was a bit funky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
It's a juggernaut of a
Obsidian
weapon.
swords, man. Yeah.
I
Alright,
mean, I've never seen anything that turns people to stone before.
shitty in room. We'll crack open the drawer that we
Gold
stole.
one at the boys.
Yeah, crack it open, look at the whatever's in there.
Alrighty. So, as you do look over the papers, you can see some of the accusations, especially from noble parties and so forth.
Sorry, could you start from the top? You lagged a bit.
So, when you do break into the box and look over your family's papers, you can see that a lot of the, accusings and claims had no validity behind them. The papers that you were originally given had purpose for them to be repossessed and everything, and full appropriation of piracy and involvement of piracy and planning of, usurping power by piracy and theft from other traders and basically using their obviously falsified many documents on their knowledge of other tradesmen who want to share trade routes and information with them to steal from them, which clearly were not done.
Alright.
And then even on the other falsifications of that you were still captain shows that clearly the ship that you were captain of has already been confirmed to be under the name of someone else.
Alright.
So your family was pretty much in the full clear until...
So they were falsely accused.
Correct.
Hmm.
As for the ship name itself, you're not proud of the name, but it does have the name of your family's ship in there,
Expense is killing me.
which was the I know,
Big leg.
yeah, the big fucking
Big
lag.
man
I can hear it.
as-
But the name of the family ship.
Oh boy,
Josh, is this?
can you to me in a big old message?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, aside from everything else, waiting, it's overall fairly overwhelming. So, obviously, you're able to figure out very quickly what had happened, what was really going on. And then the name of the real prison that your family is at.
Oh.
Happy
Okay.
prison.
What is that one known for?
For that one, that is to mostly deal with people who are supposed to vanish.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the high-class nobles and others, especially for the more amiable name, is for those who are to be swept away by choice of the head government, others that are solidly confirmed to be full-on in piracy and then kind of eliminated quickly after they have all parties in question obtained or ascertained by force. You're the reason your parents are still alive, even though you caused it.
Interesting.
And the fact that you didn't get caught means they are still going to be alive.
Okay. One sec, BRB.
Buried alive. So.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
can I borrow you for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
No, nothing sus. I just want to make sure that I've set this up right because it's really fucky.
Alright.
Sorry. I thought he'd be longer.
What do you want me to check on that?
So the build of strength. Having it equipped, I need to pull it up to...
20.
Strength goes to 29.
Just set your
Yeah.
strength mod to 29 and the rest should be done for you.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Okay. I also took off the intellect headband, but I kept it at 19, so I just gave myself some negatives, so it'll be interesting.
Okay.
Yay! Cool, thank you.
You're good.
Hey!
Alrighty.
Luke back.
Yep, I'm here.
So,
Alright.
do we take this to a different judge?
Don't know who to trust.
I mean, definitely not the judge we just spoke to.
Definitely not that one. Oh, I'll disguise myself again and then rock up to the manor and be like, hey, these are some false files I found in your house. Can you...
You're...
No.
I found these. At your
What-
place.
What about that Sultanate dude? He's pretty cool, right?
And has no jurisdiction here, probably, because it's like thousands of miles.
Yeah, the Sultan is in Mirage City.
That's fine.
I mean, I feel like the best bet is to see a different judge. Or maybe make copies of this and just give it to a bunch of judges.
Share the information.
Damn, you're smart.
I mean, who said that?
Alright, so is that the idea, to make multiple copies while you're at the Scabby Clan?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Alrighty. So, you make multiple copies of the current investigation papers, especially the multiple investigation houses. The only thing you can't really copy is the court seals that have been pressed into them, because you don't have one.
No.
Are there lots of people here, like hobos and shit?
Oh, there's fucking hundreds. This is like
Yeah.
the cringiest, crummy, fucking shit-stained place you could find.
I make sure to just take off my armor and look more like a hobo.
Alright. Go ahead and, well, you don't have to discuss it, so go ahead and roll me a deception.
I mean, basically all I'm doing is taking off my armor and just wearing like a normal shit.
I know, but you still got a nice sword.
I do. And I don't think that fits in my quiver, so I can't hide it.
Yeah, that one stands out a
I
little.
think it actually would.
It can hold like 8 javelin-sized objects, so it might be able to fit in my quiver.
Yeah, I mean, it can hold multiple longbows. I'm pretty sure it can hold your sword.
I have a bag of holding.
That too.
Although,
That too.
Okay, I walk around with my hand axe instead of my Avenger sword.
Alright, so it does make the veil a little more believable, even if you aren't covered in fish guts and shit at this point. You can clearly tell
Pretty
the
much spend the entire time in that room anyway,
which is
as
good.
great as it is.
Iron's
Okay, I'll
trying to
make lots of copies and hand them around to another news people, news presses.
Around here, not at all.
Yeah, okay.
These people would probably use it for toilet paper.
Yeah, okay.
You're lucky if you could find someone who even has full speech and doesn't just do fucking gutter snipe talk.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I didn't realize.
You're fucking the ghetto, son.
Oh no.
If you're not talking about fish or fishing or talking about fishing some more or going out on the boat to fish, you in the wrong fucking part of town.
These people are feral.
so yeah, this fishing law is fishing law is fish law is fishing.
I mean, technically we are fish, so
Fish?
we can talk about fish a little.
Okay, well we just sort of lay low and make copies until the gang comes to pick out dumbasses up.
Alright, so as you guys arrive at basically the gutter snipe city of fucking sleep, run home.
There we go.
You definitely get a lot of fucking looks like somebody's about to try and steal the fucking balloons off your fucking ship. As Ironshred and Misky have fucking goddamn benching competitions with each other.
I'm gonna go get them from that stupid ass clam bar.
Not winning.
Make sure nobody steals our fucking balloons while I'm gone.
So on a side note, it's a good thing you put that ring of warmth on, because the fucking walls themselves are not full solid. They have wind blowing through them.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. How are you doing, Valis?
I'm pretty used to
Beat
it.
me!
Could be
Okay,
worse.
yeah.
Beat me!
If there are walls at all, I should.
No.
God, what have I done? Alrighty. So, Bird, as you go off, you see quite a few people are searching around that are clearly not meant to be here. People who stick out like a fucking sore thumb from the others that you have seen at the docks and more.
And just a casual giant airship shows up for no reason.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of fucking sus going on right now.
Can I make a perception check to see if I notice anything particular about them that's unifying?
In unifying that, go ahead and roll me a perception on that entirely, yes. Alright, you can tell very clearly, especially from the symbols on their cloaks, they're kind of like a badge. They are either representative of a guard or an investigation guard.
Oh, so I can then theoretically surmise that the reason Radomir called us is because he was an idiot.
Very easily.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Brad, what are the FBI doing outside?
How to steal documents from judge's office.
Okay, do we notice the airship arrive?
At this point, definitely. There's so much fucking talk about it going on. And especially since pretty much no other fucking airship would be seen anywhere near this goddamn scabbed hole.
I pull up my hood as I get towards the bar.
I'm gonna hit
Even though I already stick out.
me and Velis with some more invisibility, and we'll go out and wait in front of the inn.
Alright.
I mean, if it's low enough, is it low to the ground that we could teleport to?
Oh yeah.
Or-
I'm pretty sure Radomir used all of his teleports.
Hasn't it been like 2 days?
It's been 2 days, but it's still 1,000 feet out.
Chain teleport now.
Alright.
Chain teleport. You won't miss.
But, well, up to you if you want to chain teleport out there. But at the same time, Telrath will arrive at the Scabby clan.
No, we're waiting outside invisible, waiting for someone we recognize.
You definitely see a recognizable pair of bird feet, because there definitely aren't any of those down here.
I mean, and I don't really think I can hide my wings very well. I feel like the wings will always stick out.
That too.
Okay, we'll go over to Telrath, go, psst, hey, we're here.
I punch him in the shoulder even though he's invisible.
Ghosts. Did you bring like a skip or did you just fly down?
Oh.
I
unwillingly?
flew down because I didn't expect investigators. What the fuck did you two do?
I'll explain later. Shall I just teleport up to the ship then?
Yeah, sure. I'll just
Okay.
go speed back up there and we can get out of here.
Yep, see you up
both
there.
Teleport. Okay.
I grabbed Velis and I used however many dimension doors it takes to get up there.
Alrighty. So, able to make it out there real quick with just 2 quick boom booms, and you're on the deck of the Elmra.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah. I'll drop that. Invisible again.
Make sure to stay away from the edges of the ship.
At this point, Karth just looks at you like, "You stole something and didn't bring me."
Well, I offered.
I don't think
I
you
didn't
did.
know there would be
I-
stealing involved on the trip, but hey. No, before I went, I asked if anybody wanted to come.
Yeah, but I asked you specifically if you should ask a Koroth, and you're like, nah. I remember this.
I don't remember that.
It's there in the video.
Okay. My bad.
I mean, she would have been super useful.
Raxiel, move over. Let's get out of here.
Alright. What's a Scabby clam?
It's a bar. It's a really shit bar, too.
I was.
Okay, and then
Hey, buddy.
Just here.
then I gather everybody onto the top deck and regale them of our adventures and change it so that I look good in it.
Does Valus give Brad any side eye?
Depends how good his performance check is.
Roll.
It's gotta be good.
I'll make Velis look good in it too.
Yeah.
Performance check?
Yep.
I mean, whatever you would use to tell a story.
It would be performed. Oh, damn. It's the best fucking story, you swear. You swear that he's pulling off shit like fucking Harrison Jones is the fucking Crystal Skulls kind of shit.
Yeah, no, you're full of shit. That's not true.
Still want
Yeah,
to
no. As much as I'd love to believe that, I don't think if you performed that well, Bradimir, there would be 30 investigators in the middle of the slums.
They got you there.
No, that's fine.
Whenever you talk yourself up, it is usually a lie.
Also, you missed the part where you almost turned to stone.
No, it was a great success.
Almost turned to stone.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some sort of magic or something.
So anyway, you know that friend of mine who had his parents imprisoned?
Yeah, how are your
Yeah.
parents?
Yeah, so that was me, and here are the files that say they were falsely imprisoned.
Oh.
And some other files, because I took the whole drawer.
Well, we have something in common then.
Were your parents falsely accused of piracy?
Know that they are
Parents are
imprisoned.
Oh, alright. Wonder if it's the same prison.
I would doubt it. It is in the Sultanate.
Oh yeah. Well... So, do I have reason to believe my parents won't be executed until I am caught?
Correct.
Awesome. Then that can wait, I guess.
Just don't get caught.
Uncomfortably, yeah. That can uncomfortably wait while we deal with demon assassins and vampires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna, like, spread these files, or...?
Yeah,
Just
they're only
gonna
wasting
leave.
away in a government prison.
Yeah, as we, like, fly over the city, can we just, like, drop some files off the side?
How many did you make? Like 10,000?
Oh, well. Like 2 days worth.
I don't think you found much paper in that fucking shit.
Oh wow. Counting like a murder.
Crack him like a wishbone!
I feel like he would just die. This kills the Bradimir.
That's right, we are the perfect team.
The biggest fucking hug you've ever received. And the most air you've lost in one hug.
And the most bones you've broken too.
Yep. Good thing you can heal that.
Can't heal if he's fucking going, just sitting there going.
Now we got a cleric, it's fine.
Alright, so now that you all know my situation, shall we deal with the demon thing first?
Oh yes, let's go to where it's colder.
That is why we were here with Valus, correct?
Yup.
Yeah, it's why we bothered to get all the way back here in the first place. I even... Goddamn. Maybe put aside visiting my family to come pick you up from a damn bar.
Aww. You want to visit them after we kill some vampires?
Yes.
I feel like
Cool.
that's the most appropriate order of events.
So, Valus, how many vampires do you think there are?
If you say many.
At least 2.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean, that's as far as I know. If this guy is a lord and he lives in like a fucking deserted area, there could be hundreds.
Oh boy.
Is Lord a formative title, or...
I mean... So I've heard of this guy before, right, Josh?
Oh yeah, you know he had a full house clan before you wiped out most of it.
So there's at least a little bit left. And it's been like a good few years he's had to recuperate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, could be dozens.
Alright.
And at least one very skilled one. I mean, I made you all some holy water. I can make more.
Oh god.
Oh,
I
what?
can make. gold every time I do it.
Look, you can sort that out while we're on our way to the.
Yeah, what direction am I going in so I can set the course? Let's get this over with.
Cold direction.
That is
North.
Wow.
North is cool.
So active.
So dead.
Generally,
Much pain.
That is determined by.
I'm
The
going to
game
bring
master.
up some maps for Telrath and I and then I'm going to drag Valus over to, tell us where the fuck to go.
Also,
I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
Helmfirth. It's this huge island right here. Like the. It's called like. Can you say that, Josh?
Going up further north, it's closer to the spine of the world. Yes.
And it's like there.
Mm-hmm.
So north, yeah.
I bring maps regardless.
Has everyone got
Okay.
cold weather gear?
Yeah.
I have my feathers.
All right.
I did mention acquiring that. But if we need to spend money, we can do so.
Also,
the thought of picking up clothes never even occurred to me.
I seem to be a very wanted man, so we may face bounty hunters eventually.
Oh,
Just
dear.
so you know.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have bounty hunters in almost every major city and trade yard.
Cool. Alright.
Iron Stride for stealing his family. You for stealing from whoever. What was a judge, you said?
A high judge, yes. Who do you think is winning?
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I feel like...
Stones.
Yes, I was about to say, Iron Stride did steal something, at least, even if it wasn't monetary to him. Still, monetary value to the world.
Yeah.
I think Iron Shred's go you beat.
To be fair, I'm certain that Misky and I are likely wanted in many other places as well.
Maybe.
With Captain
Maybe. Probably.
It's starting to feel like an actual pirate ship.
Starting to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been kind of nice for a little while. It's been pretty
Yeah, I mean, I stole from that wizard, but
When?
I also look completely different, given the whole
Yeah.
losing several years of my aging.
You
So I don't think we have to worry
about.
about that too much unless we run into the wizard himself, in which case maybe he'll recognize.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You guys got some interesting fucking people after you.
If it makes you comfortable, while I am incapable of changing my own form, Notlith may be capable of changing my exterior to some degree.
Paint job.
Racing stripes.
Go
There
faster.
you go.
Raiden goes faster.
Oh, you should do black with pink hot flames.
I do
Oh,
not want
that
pink
sounds
hot
good.
flames.
I like pink hot flames on, so I think it look good on you.
They look really good, Iron Stride. They look good on Rexiel.
Yeah. Flutters.
That is because Raxiel is quite a pretty creature. I am not this.
He like puffs out his chest and spreads his wings a little after hearing that.
You hitting on Rexiel.
We're
No.
giving Rexiel an ego. Doesn't need one after the past couple days in town, huh?
What do you mean?
Do you miss the people clapping?
No,
You're lying.
I'm not.
Raxiel, do not lie. Your vanity is your one downfall.
But it's good to be pretty, right?
Sometimes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Why do you think I dress like a skank?
What was that, Misky?
Nothing! Alright, check out the edge.
What happened to the drum?
I had to give him up. Mom didn't want him on the ship.
You... Did you kill him?
What? Why would I kill Thunder Wonder?
I don't know. What else would you do with him? Where'd you leave him?
Back in the cage?
There would have been no benefit to killing him regardless.
He said he'd be fine.
Oh, so you just left him on the ship.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
He jammed out with
Marcus, you're
Brownamir,
busy
didn't
with
even
trouble.
get to share the songbook.
Oh,
You're gonna have to start playing more music around here, Brad.
okay.
At this point, you can see. How's it going, Misky? Oh. So,
I am so strong now.
yeah, the definitely. He just kind of like looks at the belt as you're like probably flexing. He leans in and like whispers like, "Is Iron Stride jealous?"
Oh, he's so mad.
I mean, you gotta have a little fun while you're still young, and he gets to live forever.
Oh yeah. Cool. He can have it when I'm dead. Easy.
Exactly, or whatever potion that the captain's always talking about too.
Ah. Oh yeah. I wonder if she can remake that. We could be pirates forever. I'd probably have to give him the belt eventually.
Maybe. I mean,
No, you don't.
Please don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you for a fucking thing.
We aren't that kind of pirate crew.
yeah, you're just a pirate crew, not the pirate crew.
Yeah.
The pirate crew would fucking assassinate each other for the shiniest bits.
But I have a fly
Maybe I
speed.
should wear it under my plate armor.
I mean, that would probably work pretty well. I would imagine that's got to be strapped pretty tight to you.
Well, it's all very clunky and uncomfortable. Can you imagine wearing plate? You get to wear that. I have to wear this.
Well, it's the style choice. I mean, I like my vests.
Fuck you.
Well, how about you wear a vest?
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of enjoy you just being in a vest.
No, it was that kind of role-playing session, Josh. Why are we doing this?
No, let's push that.
Dig down.
And then they fucked.
He's throwing down for it.
Yeah, look, you got a nice little canvas.
Alright, roll
thingy.
performance. I'll be
Like
horrible. It's fantastic. No, wait. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. She starfishes, guys.
Fucking breaking his shit off because fucking belt of strength. Oh my god, girl!
Snappy's dick off.
I need hair.
Oh
Your
no.
jaw enhanced by strength removes his jaw.
Snapped like a sausage.
Bring a regen.
Anybody hear that shrieking coming from the engine room? So I think somebody should go check on that shit.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, what's happening to? Oh my god!
I think he broke it!
There was a scream. Oh god.
Oh, I gotta see this.
You clenched too hard, didn't you?
I forgot to take off the belt.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, he dead.
Wait, how much damage does he take?
At least 2d12 rending.
Oh!
Oh,
I thought I'd
It's
roll
fu-
bad. I didn't think I'd fucking fail.
Holy shit!
Is this how our mechanic dies?
Hey, I can take over. It's fine. But that's not the point. Sorry, Strata.
So,
His penis.
after suffering a bent dick,
Give it a healing hand.
Oh god, 90 degrees. No. No.
oh my fucking lord. I just,
It's a boomerang.
I'm
Sorry, wait.
I just gonna say that's canon.
oh boy.
That's canon. He broke Stratos' dick and he had to get it fixed.
By who though? Who has to fix it?
Who's willing to fix his broken dick?
Just give him a ring of regen, he'll be right.
I'm going to go back to flying this
I'm not
ship.
putting my ring of regen on his penis.
It doesn't have to be on his penis.
It's not a cock ring.
You are all so cruel. You saw a man. You just got his dick.
Just got his dick broke by the tiefling of strength. Why you gotta be so cruel?
Alright, okay, you know what? I'll cut you some slack. Here, give me your hand.
Fucking goes for his head.
I'll slide the ring onto his finger. Keep this on your hand for a few days.
Thanks. Oh fuck, it hurts so bad right now.
Also, Misky, I'll drop a healing spirit gate right there. Drag him through that a few times.
I think he's gonna want me to touch him. I just go like, drag him through it.
Fucking.
I put it down at third level.
You can literally just pick him up and just like push him in and out, just like a shopping cart. Just do. Like a fucking scan bar at a grocer. A poor fucking man.
I promise I'm not that bad.
I'm just not used to the strength yet.
I'm gonna put him in the hammock and I'm gonna stand and just stare at the engine going, oh god, it's never gonna happen ever again.
What the fuck did I do?
You blew it, kid.
Oh, fucking. So, after that very awkward moment,
Adding it to my notes, broke Strato's dick.
Excellent.
and heading to Helmfirth.
How many days does that take?
It's kind
Like one.
it's gonna take 2 weeks to get out there.
Oh, okay, well then the Tome of Understanding is definitely done.
Alright.
Hey, that's 14 more days I get to spend working on this thing for Iron Smite.
It is true.
Okay.
I get a change from Dr. Notloff. Dr. MG.
What do you want me to roll for that, Josh?
Go ahead and give me an intellect with your Tinkerer's tools. For a good 4 days.
I'll just click this one, it's easier because it's already set to hint.
As Notloff gives him a full tool up after hearing the screaming through the floor of the roof above him. God. Alrighty, and then go ahead and give me 3 Arcana checks.
Hang on, I need to turn the tools off, I guess. 2, 3.
Alrighty, so go ahead and give me another 2. As you are just about finished in putting the etching runes on this frame.
What am I doing?
2 more Arcana rolls.
Alright. 3 untick the intuition.
Perfect. So, you're actually able to finish out the sturdier and stronger frame for Ironstride. That would be a little more slender, be able to help him move more nimbly. All the other enhancements that you were hoping to aim for as well to start building upon. Be able to enhance his frame a lot better and hold it up stronger. So,
With that, I'm just gonna go get Not Left and be like, hey! Hey, Not Left!
what do you want? What's...
Look, you know what, hang on. Turn around, walk back out. I'm gonna just Bigby's hand to pick up what I built.
Big heavy ass frame. Still fairly heavy for this size.
Yes, well, that's why I'm using Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
It has almost as much strength as Misky.
Ooh.
Alright. It looks pretty solid. Oh. What do you need me for? Just installing?
Well, there's no way he's gonna let me install this. I did the work. Now you put it in him.
Well, okay then.
Just start breaking.
Don't bend his dick. I'll, see what he says. So with that, you can see he's still fairly nervous at this idea. Forever was waiting for Strato's dick to heal. Oh God. Just fucking giant. Yeah. So at this point, he'll come over to you, Ironstride. Obviously, the new frame and everything.
Yep.
Hey, Ironstride. I was wondering if you'd mind if I give you an upgrade. You might be down for a little bit, but yeah, you'll still be able to wake up and all.
Well, I was originally coming in here to ask that myself. So our intentions appear to be aligning.
Well.
Shall I power down now then?
I would recommend it. I need to take everything off of you.
Very well then.
So with that, he'll start disassembling your plates, so your bare skeleton will show.
Oh, that's gonna be disturbing for anyone.
Naked eyes, right?
You actually would see every piece of metal.
Yeah, I'm coming downstairs.
Yeah, basically how if you ever seen the definition or capillary system in a doctor's office, is how Ironstride looks metal-wise underneath.
Weird.
It's pretty freaky.
Every piece of metal kind of shows like a tendon and a tension and overall like in full functional muscle. And you can see Nutliff doing his absolute best to be very careful while adjusting the new parts, even if he has to occasionally tap with a hammer and other pieces to make sure they slide in correctly.
Telrath looking at it all, it's like, so that's what's inside. Ugh.
It's pretty disturbing, especially for how many bits have gotten inside, unfortunately.
Ugh.
So at this point, you can see Nutliff is just kind of like going through and doing the equivalent of hot oil bath cleaning for most of the parts. And this is probably like the first time in a very, very, very long time that Ironstride has had full like hot oil cleaning from inside out.
Oh god, it's been 600 years.
A lot of sand, a lot of grit, a lot of weird things. But takes a good part of the entirety of a day. And, which, after a while, you can finally see the skeleton in full frame in itself. And you even see, especially since you're watching Telrath, very distinct looking kind of section of his body. It looks almost like the section that should be his heart. See a little flicker in there before it gets covered back up. Kind of occurs to you, that's what's been running Iron Stride this entire time. You think it's probably his soul that you just saw.
Yeah, soul's glow.
It's wormy. So, after a good while, finally have your full frame upgraded. Feel much more limber, even lighter as you power up a little bit as he's kind of putting the plates back on at this point. Everything feels nice and loose again, quick snap reaction. Just overall sturdier, and like you're brand new all over again. God damn. And at this point you see the very old, battered, and kind of like grease covered in odd plant life growing on certain pieces towards the legs. Just the old frame of you kind of off to the side.
Almost disturbing to see.
So, how you feeling?
I feel much better. Everything feels like it moves much smoother.
That's good to know, and you definitely had some weird shit growing in your legs.
Was it plant life?
He points to like the clear fucking mushroom and plants that were like binded with part of your framework.
That might explain some of the sluggishness.
Yeah, it's kind of what happens after you trudge through mud and other crazy shit.
Probably what happens when you remain dormant for 600 years too.
Yeah, the bunch of weird shit starts creeping in.
At least now I shouldn't have any uninvited guests.
Definitely not. And also the other prospect. He points out there's a section of frame missing. Like somebody had chipped away at it with a chisel.
What's this?
It's a missing part.
Do you think it may be what Beric may have taken?
I think it's a good possibility.
Judging by my schematics, can you figure out what part was taken?
I think this is initially what would have been the part connected for your control rod.
Are you telling me that either it was taken out of me to give me freedom, or it was taken for a later date to be reinstalled?
To be reinstalled.
You think Beric may have it?
I would say let's hope not.
I would certainly not like that.
Either way, especially since I wouldn't be able to find that without disassembling you. I think you should thank the captain, because without that, he's gonna have a harder time controlling you, even if he does have it.
I thank you both on this matter. Hopefully it will never come to that.
I hope not.
I would not like to be turned against my allies.
I would hate to see you return to just a walking ton of metal.
I would not like to be turned into that again.
Nah. Be a shame. Became quite the man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, enough of this softy shit. I got another 2 to try and wake up.
Have they been doing well?
Yeah, they've been solid. As you look over and you can see they're pretty well filled out now. You can tell he's had to work with, as best as he can, various pieces to try and shape them properly. And just to replace clearly, sections of muscle and other parts that have gone long ago missing. So, but
You have done very well. Try not to overwork yourself, however. You are just as valuable.
I'll try not to.
If you need anything, let me know.
Probably a day in a port while we're not running away for a moment. It's nice to be able to hit the bars once in a while.
That would be a good idea.
Hell, fuck. I'll settle for visiting Masiba again at some point.
That could also be a good idea. He has got a small peaceful island.
So, with that, he'll go back to finishing out the rest of his work and other things that he needs to go on and get doing with your new frame. You actually do get plus 10 to movement, especially being cleaned out.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Definitely get another plus 2 to dexterity saving throws. Fucking being lightened up a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna modify that.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what happens when you got someone you can literally build upon. It took a long fucking time to get those parts, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, I may be overpowered, but if someone gets a control rod on me, oh fuck.
Kill your family.
Kill your family. Kill your...
I don't want to.
Don't worry, Iron Stride. If somebody ever gets your control rod, I'll murder them to death.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
You are a good friend.
To death.
Alliance join one.
A really creepy stare from Tower Wrath, just to death.
No one touches his huggy friend.
No. You're my Iron Giant.
Oh god. Alrighty.
How's the penis doing?
Excuse me.
Shut up! You weren't supposed to tell anyone about that.
I was.
No. I'm fucking joking. Like Notla's voice about Iron Strike.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
So,
Gotta fill that hole.
At this point, Strasser will head back the ring to Utah. Thank you. Obviously.
Has the eagle landed in your trousers again?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Just remind Misky to take off the belt.
Or at least not to grab it that hard.
Oh, gee, that was just from grabbing it?
But dick, dude.
It was like...
I know.
right angle.
I think she just got really excited and forgot she had the belt on.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I know. You should be ashamed of bending a man's penis.
I'm gonna throw myself off the boat.
Oh, wait, Misky!
Misky, come on. She has a featherfall token. It won't hurt her.
How's she gonna get back up?
You're fucking hiding a fucking hole.
You go down there, you find Raxiel sitting there on his throne reading a book.
Wait, where is he?
He's down in the hold, like way down here in the store. Reading.
Perfect.
Reading a book.
He's reading. This is fine. I'm gonna
Fucking hell.
hole.
You look like fucking smoke.
A new token for Einstein.
Wait, what?
He's very unrecognizable.
Yeah, damn. I miss old Ironstride.
Bring back old Ironstride.
Nah, new is always better.
Fuck, go back.
He took away my other frame. I needed a new one.
It's true. It's true.
This shit looks like you're about to remove that helmet, and then it's gonna be like some like dude who's just gonna start lecturing about how cool Victorian era steampunk is.
I couldn't find a better image.
Oh, we will find one.
I bet I can find you a better one, but you know, as long as you're happy, that's fine.
I mean, I don't care if you got suggestions.
Oh god.
And it is getting pretty late. It is currently 4 a.m.
Yeah, I figured we'd be leaving off on the point of where you do finally have sight of Helmfirth. As also Bisky fucking sees Raxiel reading a book downstairs with his amethyst glowstone. Looks very pretty downstairs.
I totally forgot when I got these. I'm gonna go around and start handing out everybody's speak and say pins.
Alrighty.
I want to live down here with Rex now. Forever.
The Stratosphere just gets really worried when you never come back.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
But we will leave off where you arrive in the frozen town of Helmfirth.
Josh, I was holding on to tell Wrath while we screen transition. Did he enter the abyss?
Probably
No, it's just
did.
black.
Probably did.
No, but it's just black.
There's a lot of black.
A lot of black. I'll
No
drop
one's-
your
I'm
tokens.
so glad that this town that we can see in the horizon is just a shadow.
It's just a
A shadow
black
of it.
cube.
That's all it is. It's just black cubes everywhere.
Well, shit.
Hold on, I need to grab everybody.
Definition
Drop them
doesn't work here.
Drop them in. Drop them in.
Oh.
Drop them in.
So
This is
how
definitely
how much
Garfield.
of that? Oh, by the way, Giant Stride's new token is gonna need a name and health shown.
It's okay, I'm also looking at other images that I could use.
Wait a second.
I'll find you a better one, trust me. I'm good at this.
But
Something
yeah, how much of that 2 weeks of travel did it take me to finish the Iron Strides?
For that, you still had 4 more days if there was other things you wished to work
Alright.
on.
Yeah, after that, I'm gonna start using the flail snail shells since I have 40 of them. To try and some of the steel that I got to try and make try and incorporate the properties of the flail snail shells into like a set of plate armor.
Rexiel finally has a health bow.
Everyone's been standing on top of him. So.
And yes, you do see Sleet Run, because this, even though Helmfirth is far, far north, is still part of the Sleet Run kingdom.
It's like the closest place.
Yeah, unless you want to count something on the other side of the spine of the world, which is frozen fuck your face.
Fuck your face, fuck your face.
And between white dragons and frost giants, I don't think anyone really wants to compete.
I mean, I'm down
Say
to
giants.
dragon.
Oh yeah.
God.
You're at the spine of the world, boy. There's frost giants fucking everywhere.
Kick their ass.
Also, no, he said it was more like a pin, like something you pin to yourself.
I mean, I just made it a pen to differentiate from what I've been told about these earrings.
Like one of those secret agent.
Yeah, Lav. I said that when he was talking about it.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the frozen north.
Shuba.
Especially after all that, you guys get 1,000 XP.
Boy.
Yay.
Hooray!
Successful heist. Really fucking escape. Really fucky escape plan 2. And you're dead.
And Bertie.
Yeah, since I have 4 days, I want to try and make some flail, snail, shell plate armor. See if I can make some armor with the ridiculous properties those shells had.
Alrighty. For that, mate,
And I'm...
you're gonna head off to bed, I assume?
Yeah.
Good night, man.
See you.
Good night, buddy.
Alright.
So, for that good shit, especially drafting out the armor and all that, and the idea of what you're going for, go ahead and just give me 4, let's see, well, intellect for rolls with your smith tools, just to try and map out a plan to where they wouldn't be brittle and still stable, and how you can, reinforce them properly.
Sure. And 2, 3. God damn. 4.
So it's a little bit of a low progress the first day. Second day, you've got a better idea, especially since there's larger parts. You could carve it out. It'll be more difficult because the item itself is resistant to magic, which is where you ran into the second speed bump on the third day. But then you kind of got a brighter idea and figured out a way of some of your other tools that would be able to assist with this.
Yeah, I mean, part of my idea was to see if I could, like, grind it down.
Pretty
use
much.
it as a dust, and pretty much use it as, like, an exterior coating on just a regular steel plate.
Yeah, like a lacquer plating.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're able to start working
the
that
whole
out.
thing completely out of shell.
While trying to maintain the effect as well. But you're making good progress on it. The overall lacquer paint idea might be a little bit difficult, but you think you have an idea of how to keep its own magical properties and resistances in effect. So, with that, be a good spot to end off on.
Hey,
What a good session that was.
I'm fucking amazed you did not die, dude.
That was incredible.
Say,
Fucking-
thanks for the
Thank God you brought Valus.
Thank God for Doug.
Thank God you brought Valus, dude.
Thank God I read my spells the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.